Everybody, so in this video we're going to be going down the scenic A1A in Florida to see some of the beautiful Florida coastline, and then we'll probably end up back on I-95. So if you'd like to watch, we're getting ready to film it, so let's go. Are you ready? I forgot to ask, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yay! So right now we're stopped at a school bus stop, and now we're moving once again. Looks like they got some construction going on out there, so I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be a hotel. No, it says luxury beachside villas, so pretty soon you won't be able to see that beautiful view. Yeah. No view at all. Need to move my receipt from our thing we just did. So we just left Washington Oaks Garden State Park, so we're heading back towards the St. Augustine area. It might kick us off somewhere before then, but that's the direction we're heading on this trip right now. Beautiful houses.
I wouldn't want to pay for
I
it.
don't want to pay for them either, but they are beautiful.
I like that one. See that round? It looks like a solid.
Oh yeah, that is pretty.
He ain't got no corners in his house.
Mm-mm.
You can't sweep nothing in the corner there.
That's pretty. I didn't notice that while ago on the way in. Move this reindeer out the way some. First did this ride a few years ago, and we thought it was one of the most beautiful beach side rides we had ever done. Oceanside, beachside, whatever you would like to call it. It's gorgeous. You got the houses out there basically on the beach. About that, you get a strong hurricane, those houses might go into the beach, to the ocean. I'm sure it probably happens quite a good bit.
It was one time we came down here, and actually the beach had washed part of the highway away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look how beautiful this is in front of us.
Solar panels on that house over there. I thought the roof was tore up. The other one getting solar panels.
that house over there, if it's not falling apart, it looks like it is.
I think that's solar panels.
Yeah, I think that might be solar on that. It looks like the other two though, they look like they might be falling apart. Those pretty houses too.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that is. Turn it back over there so you can really see it.
They're fishing off the bridge.
Mm-hmm. It says welcome to Crescent Beach. That's Fort Matanzas National Monument on the left-hand side. Oh, that looks like rental property, so I guess you might could take a vacation in those places. Maybe. And that side of the road over there is just as beautiful. Actually, it's more beautiful right now than what this side is.
Well, those houses repaired.
Yeah, I think that might be some kind of rental, like, because it said something about weddings. We don't never have to worry about that in my lifetime, as far as even if if I got married, I would not have an elaborate to-do.
You just married, you just
Yes.
go in there and get a justice of the peace and say your vows and that's it.
Unpopular opinion, but a wedding is just a fancy party for all your friends. That's all it is.
That is true.
You do better to invest that money in a house or something instead of a luxury party for your friends, and probably 2 weeks from then they won't even remember it, if it even takes 2 weeks.
Well, sometimes the marriage don't last 2 weeks.
That's true.
And all that money you put in that.
Blew up
and it's
into the
gone.
air. Yeah.
I like that as a mailbox.
Yeah, that is pretty. I like that lighthouse.
They got one up here too.
So they have pedestrian crosswalks on this road. It's interesting to know. I know if we drive straight, we'll end up in St. Augustine.
Huh?
I said, I know if we drive straight, we'll end up in St. Augustine. I do know that. Which that sign back there on that building said St. Augustine sign on the. That says St. Augustine Beach 5 miles, St. Augustine 10 miles. That's a beautiful city. We actually need to come film that at some point in our life. Don't know when. This was actually a surprise trip. Those massive buildings. Wow. I guess this must be like lifestyles of the rich and famous. But I've said it plenty of times. We only live like a little over an hour from a beach ourselves. So I can drive to the beach every day if I want to see the beach.
You need to get your jump down
Then I'll get paid to drive, right? Yeah. I can always transfer to the beach. I don't know, that's a tourist area.
there. Yes, it is. You can tell them where every one of them
If you hear Mom coughing, she's got some kind of pollen issues. She sat outside yesterday for a while and then she started coughing. Probably everything in bloom was causing that. If not, that's our story. We're sticking to it.
I sat outside and rode bicycle, went back in the house, fell asleep, and I'm coughing when I woke up. Get me coughing ever since. I'm not running a fever.
contagious because I've been around you all day. I picked up something in Tennessee though, because I've had a horrible cough, and I think mine's almost ran its course now. I know, get off the bicycle and sit down for a little while.
Chairs on the back.
Well, you know, we carry our chairs in the car. I need to put a third one back in here out below the car. Now I need to get me one of those little fancy tables that all those people that have YouTube videos have. Then if we decide we want to sit down somewhere and eat a meal, we can. And then we'll be rating right along with everybody else.
And it will always be flavorful.
Yes.
And best thing I ever had.
Yes.
Alright.
The reason it'd be that because we always pretty much make all the food we take. I can't afford eating all those restaurants like those other people do. That's just out of my price range.
And they can't.
I either got to do one or the other. Either I got to travel or I got to eat. I prefer to travel. But it just said, "Welcome to St. Augustine Beach." That's usually how it happens. I take the camera down, and then something interesting comes up. Business A1A beach access. Next signal. I would like to come though, you know, do like the trolley tour again that we did years ago. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, he hasn't told us anywhere to go. Let me look. Of course, that was the St. Augustine sign. I don't know if I caught that or not. Because for some reason, after my phone updated, if I got it plugged in, you can't hear anything I'm saying. It's nothing but silence. And if you watched my I-40 video whenever we were coming back from Tennessee back to South Carolina, paid attention, it was dead silent quite a good bit, and that's because we had the GPS. Well, not the GPS, but we had the phone plugged in, charging, so that's what happened with that. Oh, look at the pirate ship out there. Isn't that cool?
That is cool. Well, not unless you call us to ride.
I don't know.
In 1 mile, turn right onto US Highway 1 South. Stay in the middle 2 lanes.
We're trying to. definitely in St. Augustine. Everything says St. Augustine. I don't think we're in the old school district though. We do need to come back and do that though. Maybe if I have like 2 days off back to back.
You need to do it on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah, whatever, as much traffic.
I don't know about that.
Well, you do it first thing on Sunday morning.
No, that's
You won't catch all of
Maybe people be asleep.
the other traffic. Most people will be. Look at that.
Look at that. That's interesting. That's a car wash. Like a boat. That's a marina over there. I don't think you can see it though. Whatever. Some pretty houses. Bridge of Lines raised when flashing. Maybe we'll go over the Bridge of Lines then. It's been so long since I've been to St. Augustine, I can't even remember where it's at. Pretty giraffe. Ponce de Leon Bridge. Might need to drink you some Pepsi or something.
But that orange tree can do with it.
Now it says historic downtown St. Augustine Visitor Center parking next signal. Pretty sure to close this after 5
I think
o'clock
we've got
today.
to drive on straight.
It said 22 miles a while ago, so. Milkshakes are here. Oh, the locals are not that cute. There's the trolleys. We seriously need to do that again. That was fun. They got a pig over there at that one. That's for a barbecue place.
Oh,
Smoking D's.
Smoking D's.
I got some cough syrup in my bag if you need some.
Yeah,
You need some. That'll make me start back coughing.
I don't need you to start back on.
Best Western. I have to keep that one in mind. So now we're on 295. And I guess it's going to put us back on I-95 eventually.
Well, it put us somewhere. Hear that?
Yep. Wouldn't have to be in the Jacksonville area because that thing back there said Jacksonville. That traffic's not getting ready to be at a standstill.
Looks like bow ties up there.
It does look like bow ties. That's all I see when I look at it is bow ties. It's all dressed up.
Yeah.
You know one thing, it bounces.
Huh?
It bounces.
It has to bounce where it stay together.
So we're on Highway 17 and we're getting ready to cross from Florida into Georgia. Should be very shortly.
1, 2, 3, 4. You said shortly.
I did say shortly. I didn't say how shortly. I'd be glad when you quit coughing.
I'll be glad when I get.
You coughed almost my whole video here.
That's right. Everybody know that I wasn't well.
Well, we're going to say you were well.
Look at that little house.
Thank you.
It had a chimney on. Whoever it is must live by themselves.
They might.
The Blue Bridge.
That says hurry back to the free state of Florida. We are crossing the St. Mary's River on this little tiny bridge. And it is tiny.
Let me get across it.
I'd ever featured that bridge on my video before. And now it says, welcome Georgia. Georgia's on the map. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video of our little travel from Palm Coast, Florida back to the Florida-Georgia state line. How'd you enjoy it?
It was good. It was tiresome, especially in that traffic got congested.
Yeah, because it was like everybody and the mother was getting off work. Might have been the father too.
Sister,
It was-
brother, and everybody.
Yeah, it was.
I think the babies did too.
It was like rush hour, 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock traffic going home. So, but it was a beautiful drive, especially whenever you can see the ocean out there. That was really pretty.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yep. And then we went on the outskirts of St. Augustine. That was nice. We still got to make plans to go back at some point in our life and actually do St. Augustine. And then pass through some other areas. Went over to Dames Point Bridge again. So we like to call it the bow tie bridge.
Well, it looks like a bow tie.
It does look like bow ties up there. And then we decided instead of getting back on I-95, we would just come on
Take
into
17 down.
to where we were spending the night tonight and go on 17 all the way in. And it worked out okay. So anyway, I think it was a good day.
It was a good day.
Yep. Even though
Everybody and their mother turned in front of me.
they did. I don't know what it is about my car, but you cannot see my car. Everybody thinks they got to turn. Do not turn in front of my car. It's just that simple. But they do it anyway. So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. As you can tell, we are tired. I worked till after 11 last night.
I was up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I was up.
Well, we had
About 4 or
to
something.
leave at that time to do what we
To do what we wanted to do.
needed
Yeah.
And we didn't get everything done.
We didn't, so we got to finish everything up tomorrow. Our azaleas was an epic fail almost, but we saw what we could see of them.
Well, in Florida, they were blooming before they bloomed at home.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
The ones we've seen in Georgia so far are really pretty, so maybe we can hit the Georgia ones
Yeah.
tomorrow. We'll see.
but that's all right.
Yeah. So anyway,
It all work out.
yep, that's going to do it for this one. We hope you enjoyed.
And subscribe.
Yes, please do.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it too. And we'll see you tomorrow. So toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.